If you want to start working remotely, build your own empire, and comfortably earn 5 figures a month, then you're going to want to watch this video. Now, just a quick disclaimer. A lot of people will tell you that achieving this kind of level of freedom is easy. And sure, for some people it might be, but not to a lot of others it's not. Whether it's trying to figure out a profitable service that you should offer, learning how to market yourself, or simply how to speak to clients and seal the deal. When you start freelancing and working remotely, there are all of these things to consider and a ton more. So like I say, for a lot of people, it's really not so straightforward. For me, when I started, it was all about the idea of what to offer. What could I offer that wouldn't take hours of my time and allow me to earn good money in return? Also, quick tip, if you're just getting started, avoid anything that you'd normally charge hourly for. If you want to be paid hourly, then I'd suggest going back and working a 9-to-5 job. Always charge per project because you'll make more money. Now, before I start digressing anymore, let's jump in to 9 of the highest paying work from home options you should consider right now. And by the end of this video, you'll have a solid game plan on where to focus your efforts to start a profitable freelance career from home. Number 1 is becoming an online fitness and nutrition coach. Now, bear with me if this one's not for you, as I know it won't be for everybody, but I'm sure one of the other 8 will be. Because the truth is, the demand for personalized guidance in achieving health goals has blown up recently. Some say it's saturated, but it's actually serving an ever-growing market demand. So it's impossible to be saturated. The bonus is you don't need any fancy certifications to help everyday people improve their lifestyles. Because as an independent coach, you don't need to be a qualified personal trainer or nutritionist. You really only need to be somebody that's into fitness and is inspirational to others. Normally, your services will include making diet and exercise programs tailored to each client's conditions, scheduling check-in calls to track progress, providing emotional motivation, and adapting plans as needed. And all you have to do is build inspirational yet practical content around your coaching services to attract clients. Now, getting started in this is fairly easy. Start by creating fitness journeys for friends and family first, just to practice. After which, you can reach out directly to people on social media who post about wanting help getting in shape. As long as you can market yourself well and your socials fit what you're offering, grabbing clients' interest will be easy. Also, think about setting up a basic website, highlighting your services and specialities. You can even record some short coaching session samples to give people confidence in your abilities. And then, once all the parts of the puzzle are in place, you can think about running Facebook ads targeted locally and to relevant interests like gyms, weight loss, running, etc. If you can deliver results, then charging $200 to $300 per month per client should be more than achievable. Number 2 is becoming an online academic tutor. With remote schools so common now, there's a massive need for specialized one-on-one academic support. You also don't need to be a certified teacher or have special credentials. Hell, 5 years ago, I was teaching English in a private university. I had no qualifications to do that, apart from the fact that I was a native speaker of English, and that's what got me the job. So whether it's science, math, languages, writing, test prep, or pretty much anything, if you are at least half decent in the subject yourself, you can tutor it. You will assess students' challenges, map curriculum plans, and teach via video chat. Now, there are tons of platforms you can advertise yourself on and set your own rates. The only downside to this is that it's a paid per hour kind of job, so your earnings are going to be capped, but you can expand over time by bringing on more tutors under your business model. Now, getting your first few students can happen organically through word of mouth after telling everybody you know, but it's also worth creating profiles on sites like Wizan, stating your background, preferred subjects, rates, and availability. I've seen tutors who are working full-time charge $40 to $60 per hour and upwards, but building up great reviews and repeat business is where your initial effort should be focused. Number 3 is search engine optimization consulting. Every business today relies on Google to attract website visitors and make sales online, but few actually understand all the intricate details that go into optimizing sites to rank at the top of searches. So if you take the time to teach yourself modern SEO strategies, you can launch a consultancy, get in local brand sites to page one fast, or you could offer site audits identifying technical issues, conduct keyword research to map out content plans, create metadata and a strategy to improve visibility. There are literally so many options. No specific credentials are needed, just demonstrable skills and some good client case studies. Reach out directly to local service-based companies since they often barely have an online presence. Charge monthly retainers between $750 to $1,500 to optimize their online business and then continually support their sites. It's best to contract a minimum of 6 months and try to lock them in for 12 months by including content creation services too. Use tools like SEMrush, Ahrefs, and Google Analytics to work efficiently and optimize your offerings. Number 4 is online bookkeeping. This is one of the most universally in-demand skills that small businesses need help with to organize their finances and taxes properly. Now, as a bookkeeper, you'll manage accounts, categorize income and expenses, reconcile transactions, create financial statements, and streamline tax preparation. But just to be clear, you're not an accountant, just a glorified organizer. Your organized tracking and reporting will aim to provide financial insights that clients can use to operate sustainably. If you have some background already with bookkeeping concepts or accounting software like QuickBooks, then offering this service will come natural to you. Post ads on freelance sites highlighting your reliability and rates. Reach out to local small business groups on Facebook and focus on industries like contractors, creative agencies, and restaurants, as they're notorious for having messy books. It's always best to provide a simple onboarding checklist of exactly what documents and information you'll need to get started. Now, you can charge per task based on complexity of the project, or retainers if you're handling all of their finances. This should give you the ability to charge from $500 to $2,000 per month per client. Number 5 is resume writer. Did you know that on average, recruiters spend just 7 seconds scanning a resume before deciding whether to seriously consider a candidate? A well-crafted, results-driven resume is absolutely essential to getting hired in today's ultra-competitive job market. And as a freelance resume writer, you'll interview clients about their career histories, skills, and target job opportunities. Then leverage those insights to write and refine resume drafts and cover letters that showcase clients' strengths aligned to the roles that they want to apply for. To start, study what makes a phenomenal resume by researching templates online tailored to various industries and experience levels. Now, there's definitely not a one-size-fits-all template for this. Reach out to friends, family, and professional contacts offering your discounted services to build a portfolio of pieces with tangible results. Track if they end up progressing further than before in their job hunts thanks to your compelling profiling. Then, once you have a few strong examples, create profiles on sites like FlexJobs, Solid Gigs, and ZipRecruiter to reach those actively searching for jobs. Given the level of personalized attention and refinement, freelance resume writing can bring in an average of $250 to $800 per client, scaling up to 4-figure VIP packages for executives. Your pricing on this one really comes down to how you want to package yourself. Number 6 is LinkedIn profile optimization. Along the lines of resume building, did you know recruiters and CEOs alike consider the quality of one's LinkedIn presence before determining if they're top talent worthy of hiring or investing in? Unfortunately, most people, even those with robust career histories, struggle to present themselves powerfully on LinkedIn. And that's where you come in. Start offering professional profile tune-ups, audit their existing presence, research their career progressions and milestones, and assess the proper keywords. Go as far as refining their entire profile sections, from intro summaries to skills, experiences, volunteer work, and more, so they align strategically to exactly the types of roles and opportunities each client wants to attract. Now, I recommend starting by optimizing profiles for at least 10 to 15 friends and past colleagues for free. Ask for their feedback, plus monitor if it yields real networking connections, views, and recruiter outreach. With proof that your optimizations work, create premium packages. $200 for individuals and $500 plus for executives. And you could even go as far as multi-$1,000 deals optimizing entire company teams end to end, especially for companies launching new brands and trying to raise funding. Number 7 is Grant Writer. Did you know that over $500 billion are given away each year through grants and funding programs? In fact, me and my partner recently applied for a government grant for starting a new business. And we shopped around for a grant writer to give us the best possible chance. And I was surprised that most of these guys work purely commission based. And the normal going rate for us was 10% of however much we secured from the grant. Qualifications can be light since it's more about your track record of securing grants and research. However, strong writing abilities are needed, and you'll need to understand government paperwork, which most of the times is confusing as hell. I'd personally start off helping small local groups land 5 to 10k grants to establish a track record, after which you can go on to eventually supporting larger organizations. Plus, if you do some research, you'll probably find that every city in your country is giving out grants multiple times a year, so the demand for this will be there. Number 8, corporate sales trainer. While this one involves some in-person work, virtual corporate training of sales teams is absolutely booming, since companies can't afford turnover impacting pipeline growth and customer retention. As an independent sales trainer, you'll help companies onboard new reps and build their skills fast. Host virtual workshops and evaluate entire sales processes end to end. Outreach messaging, discovery questions, pipeline tracking, objection handling, and closing. After which, you'll then design targeted training programs around identified areas needing improvement via role-play exercises and more advanced tactics. Now, you can charge day rates for corporate training contracts averaging from $1,500 to $3,000 per day. All right, last on the list at number 9 is life coach and career consultants. Similar to the fitness space, personalized guidance around career transitions, overcoming roadblocks, and achieving greater fulfillment is massively in demand. If you have strong emotional intelligence along with work experience in HR, recruiting, or mentoring others, you can launch a life coaching practice people will pay premium rates for within the comfort of your own home. Help clients discover passions and talents through assessments, strategically change careers, or pivot into totally new industries aligned with their talents. Start learning techniques like journaling, active listening, and powerful questioning through sites like Coach Hub or Coursera coaching courses, many of which are free to use. Always start with a discovery call for new clients to gauge suitability. As like with anything, you probably won't be able to help everyone. However, you will end up finding your niche clientele that will work great with you. Now, rates for this can average between $100 a session or upwards to $500 on a monthly retainer. If you want to take this seriously, you could even start by considering pro bono support for select non-profit groups, allowing those in need like veterans, survivors, formerly incarcerated individuals gain equal opportunities, helping them get back on track with their life. This would definitely be a strong credential to have on your resume. And right there are 9 of the highest paying work from home jobs you could start considering today. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, then you know where the subscribe button is. Otherwise, on screen right now is another video that YouTube thinks you'll want to watch next. So, I'll see you in the next one.